Good afternoon, YouTube. Daniel Medina, my home group Live to Give team. Today's Wednesday. It looks like these videos are coming out on Wednesday instead of Tuesday, just with this how my yoga classes on Monday and Tuesday, and then how things work out that way. So Wednesday's topic. Today's topic is about. I just did a lease, and so there's a couple things about leases that have changed. I wanted to give some tips to some agents, and then talk a little bit about the lease deal I just did, and then we're going to talk about ESAs today, emotional support animals or service animals. These are two topics that are near dear to my heart. As I'm from the country, and I've always grown up with animals. I've always had dogs. When I first started to get really passionate about reading, I read all the Jack London series. Jack London wrote about different types of animals, different types of dogs. Really awesome stories. I tried to get Noah into them, but he hasn't gotten into them. He doesn't like to read what I tell him to read, but he likes to read, so that's great. In any event, just did a lease. I actually leased one of the homes I had up for lease in Sun City. The tenant is out of California. We actually leased the property unseen, so we were able to develop trust rapport, connect on a couple different social media sites. He did some research on me, I did some research on him, and we were able to lease this property. So he will be leasing that property for the end of the month. Very happy. I also have another one in Sun City that is for lease or for sale. Lease 1,800, sale price $390K. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. One of the things that was a little bit different than on this lease and on the last one I did is there's a sheet now, a form called it's the move in, move out. It's basically like when you rent a car and they go through before you rent the car and say, please point out on any of the dings or anything you notice damage. And then they run through that again when you turn the car in to determine if you did any damage to the car. This is basically that kind of form. It does take some time to fill out as you need to run the various appliances. The last time I did the form, I went there with the client and sat with them as they went through the form. That form can actually be filled out after the lease is written and after the move-in date, within 5 days of move-in date. So I will not be sitting again with people as they run dishwashers and washing machines and ask me questions about the home. That move-in, move-out form within 5 days of contract acceptance is a game changer for sure. We are getting a lot of requests for leasing now. People are exploring leasing. I think the main reason is, well, one, they're not can't get pre-qualified at this point. They also think that the prices are going to be better in a year. We all wish we had a glass crystal ball. In some markets, the prices may be better. In some markets, they may not. I would encourage you to take a look around in the areas that you're wanting to buy and look at the construction. Everywhere I drive, there's construction, condos, clearing. For all intents and purposes, Phoenix Valley is continuing to grow. And so I wouldn't wait too long, especially if you have your ducks in your row and you're ready to do something. The second part of today's talk is about ESAs, or emotional support animals. I have, as I mentioned earlier, have always had dogs. They've been companions, friends, support. Come to think of it, they've helped during painful breakups. They've been great accountability partners during exercise routines. My current dog, Casper, whenever he thinks I'm going outside and he's going to get a run or a walk, he runs in little circles, fast little circles. And I'm always afraid he's going to break furniture or walls. He's so excited. So definitely has improved my life over the years. And I've never felt scared in a home anywhere as long as I've had my dogs. I know that, I know that any kind of break-in or any kind of issue, even if I've never had that. Actually, I did when I was living in Chandler. I did in my first townhome. I did get broken into, so that's not true, and I don't remember the specifics of that. But I did have dogs at that point too. I think I was out of town or something. Something was strange about that whole situation. That was not the normal course of events. Here's what you want to know about the new laws regarding emotional support animals, service animals. They are federal laws. They're not state laws. As such, they come with substantial fines if you break them. The biggest piece that I've learned that I think is interesting is that your ESA is no longer considered a pet. So if you have a landlord situation where they're saying no pets, they can't say that, or it doesn't apply to your situation, because your ESA that has been officially certified as such, a lot of fake certifications too are going around, do not apply. So that was news to me. I actually gave some erroneous advice to a client, a lady that's looking for her family, and her ESA is a pit, and she's also Section 8. So there are a lot of firsts here for me with regards to this, and I gave her some bad advice. I am doing my hours, and also my team lead, Leila, kind of brought me up to speed. So any kind of pet policy, extra deposits, cleaning fees, extra, a lot of landlords are charging an extra amount per month for wear and tear of the animal. None of these policies apply because your ESA is not a pet. So they can't say those things. This is whole new understanding for me in this arena, and I'm glad to be sharpening my pencils on this one. The other piece here is the breed is not relevant. So if your ESA is a Chihuahua, or if your ESA is a pit bull, it does not matter, and your landlords cannot discriminate against you on this factor. Even weight restrictions, like all of these things that landlords have been doing in the past to kind of get through these hoops to be able to kind of weed out where they don't want to rent to, are no longer in effect. Are there still ways? Sure, everybody's always finding ways to circumvent the rules and stuff, and as this is all newer to me, I'll be sharing as we go along. I hear petscreener.com is a good resource to determine if the animal is an ESA. Also, HUD is also a good resource. Additionally, more videos on YouTube. So, let me see if I can get Casper to come over here in the picture. Casper, come here. Come here. Come on. Come here. Come on. Right here. Let me try to get him over. Let's get you in the photo. So this is my doggy, Casper. Maybe I need to go get him ESA certified, and then that way I don't have to pay extra for him. That's all I have for you today. It's cold in Phoenix after the Super Bowl. Hope you guys are well. Please reach out with any questions. My numbers and emails are below. We would love to take you on as new clients. Just got finished with clearing some space on the calendar and on the to-do list. So would love to help you and your family have success in this market. God bless. Talk soon.